And it was after the death of Moses the servant of the Lord, that the Lord said to Joshua the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, Moses my servant has died, and now arise, cross this Jordan, you and all this nation, to the land which I give the children of Israel, every place on which the soles of your feet will tread I have given to you, as I have spoken to Moses. From this desert and Lebanon to the great river, the Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites to the great sea westward shall be your boundary. Be ye strong and have courage, for you will cause this nation to inherit the land that I have sworn to their ancestors to give to them. This book of the Torah shall not leave your mouth, you shall meditate therein day and night, in order that you observe to do all that is written in it, for then will you succeed in all your ways and then will you prosper. And Joshua the son of Nun sent 2 men out of Shittim to spy secretly, saying, Go see the land and Jericho. And they went, and came to the house of an innkeeper named Rahab, and they lay there. And it was told to the king of Jericho, saying, Behold, men have come here this night from the children of Israel to search the land. And the king of Jericho sent to Rahab, saying, Bring forth the men who have come to you, that have entered your house, for they have come to search out the entire land. And the 2 men returned and descended from the mountain, and crossed over and came to Joshua the son of Nun, and told him all that had happened to them. And they said to Joshua, For the Lord has delivered into our hands all the land, and also the inhabitants of the country have melted away because of us. And Joshua rose up early in the morning, and they moved from Shittim and came to the Jordan, he and all the people of Israel, and they lodged before they crossed over. And Joshua said to the people, Prepare yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. And the Lord said to Joshua, This day I will begin to make you great in the sight of all Israel, that they may know that as I was with Moses, so will I be with you. And the waters which came down from above stood and rose up in one column, very far from Adam, the city which is beside Zarethan, and those that descended to the sea of the plain, the salt sea, Dead Sea, were completely cut off, and the people passed over opposite Jericho. And all Israel passed over on dry ground, until the whole nation had completely passed over the Jordan. The Lord spoke to Joshua, saying, Take to yourself from here out of the midst of the Jordan, out of the place where the priest's feet stood firm, 12 stones, and you shall carry them over with you, and leave them in the lodging place, where you shall lodge this night. And Joshua said to them, Pass before the ark of the Lord your God into the midst of the Jordan, and lift up every man of you a stone upon his shoulder, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel. That this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask in time to come, saying, What are these stones for you? Then you shall say to them, that the waters of the Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it passed over the Jordan, the waters of the Jordan were cut off, and these stones shall be for a memorial to the children of Israel forever. And the people came up out of the Jordan on the 10th day of the 1st month, and encamped in Gilgal, in the east border of Jericho. And these 12 stones, which they took out of the Jordan, Joshua set up in Gilgal. And it came to pass, when all the kings of the Amorites, who were on the side of the Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites who were by the sea, heard that the Lord had dried up the waters of the Jordan from before the children of Israel until they had passed over, that their heart melted, nor was there spirit in them any more, because of the children of Israel. And the children of Israel encamped in Gilgal, and they made the Passover sacrifice on the 14th day of the month at evening in the plains of Jericho. And Jericho had shut its gates and was barred because of the children of Israel, none went out and none came in. The Lord said to Joshua, And you shall circle the city, all the men of war, go round about the city once. Thus shall you do 6 days. And Joshua commanded the people, saying, You shall not shout nor let your voice be heard, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth, until the day I bid you shout, then you shall shout. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord. And the 2nd day they circled the city once, and returned to the camp, so they did 6 days. And it was on the 7th day, that they rose early at the dawning of the day, and they circled the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they circled the city 7 times. And it was at the 7th time, the priests blew with the trumpets, and Joshua said to the people, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city." And the people shouted, and the priests blew with the trumpets. And it was when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, that the people shouted with a great shout, and the wall fell down in its place, and the people went up into the city, every man opposite him, and they took the city. And they completely destroyed all that was in the city, both men and women, young and old, and ox, and sheep, and ass, with the edge of the sword. And they burned the city with fire, and all that was in it, only the silver, and the gold, and the vessels of copper and iron, they put into the treasury of the house of the Lord. And Joshua adjured them at that time, saying, "Cursed be the man before the Lord, that rises up and builds this city, Jericho, with the loss of his firstborn shall he lay its foundation, and with the loss of his youngest son shall he set up its gates." So the Lord was with Joshua, and his fame was throughout the entire land. And Achan answered Joshua, and said, "Indeed I have sinned against the Lord God of Israel, and thus have I done. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight, then I coveted them, and took them, and, behold, they are hidden in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it." And Joshua sent messengers, and they ran to the tent, and behold, it was hidden in his tent, and the silver under it, and they took them from the midst of the tent, and brought them to Joshua, and to all the children of Israel, and laid them out before the Lord. And Joshua, and all Israel with him, took Achan the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold, and his sons, and his daughters, and his ox, and his ass, and his flock, and his tent, and all that he had, and they brought them up to the valley of Achor. And Joshua said, "Why have you troubled us? The Lord shall trouble you this day." And all Israel stoned him with stones, and burned them with fire, after they had stoned them with stones, and they raised over him a great heap of stones to this day. So the Lord turned from the fierceness of his anger. Therefore, the name of that place was called, the Valley of Achor, to this day. And the Lord said to Joshua, "Fear not, and be not dismayed, take all the people of war with you, and arise, go up to Ai. See, I have given into your hand the king of Ai, and his people, and his city, and his land. 2 And you shall do to Ai and its king, as you did to Jericho and its king, only its spoil and its cattle you shall take as spoils to yourselves. Set yourself ambush for the city behind it." And Joshua arose, and all the people of war, to go up against Ai, and Joshua chose 30,000 mighty men of valor, and sent them away by night. And he commanded them, saying, "Behold, you shall lie in ambush against the city, behind the city, do not go very far from the city, and all of you be ready,